Spider-Man is getting more films than any other Avenger. The friendly neighborhood superhero is going to get more films than Batman's combined movie collection. Hello superhero fans, welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the movie ranker Spider-Man. So without any further ado, let's begin. So, we all know that Spider-Man is one of the biggest characters in the superhero universe, with a total of over 575 complete comic books, 8 solo movies including 1 animated movie, and excluding No Way Home. But these numbers are about to change soon, because Amy Pascal, who is the chairperson of Sony, said that this is not the last movie that we are going to make with Marvel, and this is not the last Spider-Man movie. We are getting ready to make the next Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland and Marvel. We're thinking of this as 3 films, and now we're going to go on to the next 3. This is not the last of our MCU movies. Pascal then discussed the high stakes of the film, the difficulty of keeping its large cast and story secret, and how it fits in with Sony's other Marvel films, like Venom and the upcoming Morbius, which releases just after No Way Home, on January 28. Pascal, who is also the producer of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, teases the next chapter in that Oscar-winning animated series, and offers up what it'll take to eventually see a live-action Miles Morales, potentially joining Tom Holland in an upcoming Spider-Man movie. However, she was shocked when Feige revealed his proposal. She replied, "We've sort of done that before, and I don't think I'm relevant there." Feige wasn't done with the argument. He offered a counter-proposition. "The only way I know how to do something is to just do it entirely. So why don't you let us do it? Stop thinking of us as 2 studios." She added, "And don't think of it as giving another studio back their rights. No change of hands of rights, no change of hands of money. Let us produce it for you. You can pretend as if it were Christopher Nolan's film. Although I don't claim to be Nolan, there is a production company that is doing a pretty good job at this. Just engage the services of that production company to make the movies." However, the deal not only put Spider-Man in the MCU, but it also made him a central figure and allowed him to interact with its other characters. And in fact, Tom Holland even called Disney's CEO, Bob Iger, to ask him to work something out with Sony for further Marvel-Sony projects. And after Sony and Marvel announced that they had reached a new deal in September, they would allow Holland to appear in some more MCU films. But on the other hand, Sony has its own universe of Marvel characters, with Jared Leto's Morbius due out next year and a Kraven the Hunter film starring Aaron Taylor Johnson in the works. And along with that, the studio has found success with Tom Hardy as Venom, with Venom Let There Be Carnage including a post-credit scene that saw the character enter the MCU, and apparently setting up a showdown with Spider-Man that may be further teased in No Way Home, which deals with villains from different universes joining the MCU. However, Tom is a perfect actor for Spider-Man, though he said, "Spider-Man 5 would be my last one, so I've always said to them if they want me back, I'll be there in a heartbeat. I've loved every minute of being part of this amazing world. It's changed my life for the better. I'm so lucky to be here. If they want me back, I'll be there. If they don't, I will walk off into the sunset a very, very happy person, because it's been an amazing journey." Pascal quickly grew angry at what she felt was Feige's overstepping. "At first, I was super resentful," she admits. "I think I started crying and threw him out of my office, or threw a sandwich at him. I'm not sure which." Then she started to think it through. By the 5th Spider-Man movie, we weren't giving them anything new, and I have to be honest about it. We were trying so hard to be different. We even went into places to be different that we shouldn't have. We weren't fresh anymore. Pascal later realized she and Feige were both motivated by a desire to do right by Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man. So she reconsidered her initial anger. The next day, she called Feige after lunch. She was still thinking of collaborating with Sony and Marvel Studios. He explained to her that the idea of putting Spider-Man up against a world in which everyone had everything and he had nothing was a whole new way to tell a story. God damn, that guy is smart, I thought. But before that next trilogy of films begins for Tom Holland, he will have to deal with a multiverse story that challenges the character in a way never before seen. But apart from Pascal, Spider-Man himself, Tom Holland, said that, "Listen, all I'll say is we have some very, very exciting things to be talking about. I don't know what those things are or what they will transpire to mean, but it looks like there's an incredibly bright future ahead, and as I've said before, Spider-Man will forever live in me. However, Tom hinted earlier this month that he was done with Spider-Man, telling GQ that maybe it is time to move on, and it might be best if they do a Miles Morales film. I have to take Peter Parker into account as well, because he is an important part of my life. If I'm playing Spider-Man after I'm 30, I've done something wrong. Sony and Disney were at odds over terms of a sequel in the summer of 2019, despite Spider-Man Far From Home becoming Sony's highest-grossing movie ever, with $1.13 billion worldwide. In fact, No Way Home nearly didn't happen. In the end though, emotions were calmed, as Disney agreed to co-finance Spider-Man No Way Home with a 25% equity share, and Holland and Watts continued to work on it. In addition, the new deal included Spider-Man appearing in one more Disney Marvel film. However, so many people are already expecting the third Holland film, Spider-Man No Way Home, with a massive entry to easily open up to $100 million, which will make it one of the top 5 domestic debuts for December. The reason why this is so is that the story includes Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange, previous villains from the Sony Spider-Man series, as well as Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, in a time-bending story that ties into the upcoming Disney MCU film, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Tom Hardy said that how he feels about the chances of Eddie Brock meeting Peter Parker. He replied, "I would be remiss if I wasn't trying to steer any kind of connectivity. I wouldn't be doing the job if I wasn't awake and open to any opportunity or eventuality or excited by that. Obviously, that's a large canyon to leap, to be bridged by one person alone, and it would take a much higher level of diplomacy and intelligence, sitting down and talking, to take on an arena such as that." He added, "As long as both sides are willing and it will benefit both sides, it shouldn't be a problem. With both hands, I hope and eagerly push as hard as I can towards the potential of that. Within the bounds of what is right for the business, I will do anything to make it happen. But if you are running 100 meters, it would be foolish not to make your way to the Olympic Games. I want to play on that field." Hardy also expressed his hopes for Venom 3, saying, "I think the third movie needs to be written at the same time. But apart from that, what do you think about Spider-Man's cinematic future? Let us know in the comments section." And that's it for the day, guys. Thank you for watching the video. We hope you liked the video. If you did, then leave a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to the channel. And also guys, don't forget to press that bell icon to never miss any updates from us. And see you in the next one. Until then, peace.